2023 Specialized Limited Edition SL7 in the Remco edition. 6.95 kilos. Stay tuned after video. We're here for free buy contest on these wheels right here. Size 54. Hey everybody, GC Performance here, back with another video, and today I have for you guys a very special limited edition Specialized S-Works SL7 and the Remco World Champion Edition. This here is the 2023 model, and this is an ode to Mr. Remco, who won the 2022 Men's World Championship bike. They did a phenomenal job on this thing. This is the World Champion color. It's the all white with the S-Works logo. I've been saying for the longest time, I wish they had a white bike for them and the S-Works, and they did a great job of giving them an ode. And it's not just a normal white as well. It has a rainbow tint to it. If we go ahead and go back and forth, we can see it has here kind of like a chameleon or a glimmery shine. So it looks absolutely beautiful. And if you guys are saying, GC, this sounds familiar, didn't they do a frame for this guy before? They did, because he is dominating cycling so hard. He just won the Vuelta as well, so they gave him his very own red Tarmac SL7 with the black fade, which I did a video, which I'll put up right about here if you guys are interested in seeing that one. But two bikes dedicated to this man. He's on top of the world. He's riding for Quick Step right now, and he really is putting on a show. Very young rider. We're gonna go over today's bike, talk about the weight of it, talk about the cost of it. It is windy. It's windy always in Florida. I thought Chicago was a windy city. It is always windy. So you guys will probably see me do a couple jump scares to stop this bike from falling over, because I don't think I can afford it, and Specialized to come hunt me down. But we did hear a little bit of custom touches on here. This bike is available. It's a size 54. It's not sold yet. So this bike is available if you guys are interested. I'm gonna talk to you guys why this is not the exact same bike that he rides in the Tour. They did have to change it. Like, it does not have the rainbow for the World Champion on this bike, which I'll tell you guys in a second why not. But I will show you guys all the little kind of like Easter eggs on this bike. But we built this thing up to the T. We put on the same exact handlebar that he rides, the Pro Vibe Super Light Edition by Shimano. Let's see if I can get this focused up here. Can I get it? That says Super Light right there. And then the only thing I didn't do was just add the Remco touches with the shifters going inward. But the bike is number 47, and they only made a total of 200 of these things. So this is number 47 out of 200. I never got, out of all the years, I never got number 1. I would love to get a number 1 or number 200 out of all these things. I think that'd be pretty badass. But anyways, let me go through his whole bike and tell you guys a little bit about this thing. So, as we can see, it's obviously a beautiful bike. All white color, the white with the men's UCI Men's Championship. Usually it's a white bike with a rainbow flag on there. If you see him riding in the Quick Step lineup or in these Grand Tours, he usually has the World Champion colors logos on there with the rainbow flag. Now, like the UCI right here, right there, if this focuses up. The reason why they can't do this, and this is actually me learning this as well, because back in the day, Specialized used to make the SL2, the SL3, with the kind of World Champion logo striped on the bike. I guess now, in modern day racing, because it's becoming so familiar and so popular and everything like that, you can't actually have any kind of rainbow logos or decals on your bike if you're competing in like any kind of like competitive races around your area because of the UCI. So, like I said, on the bike that he's riding in the Tour, Remco on the back of his bike right here, all this was the UCI Men's World Championship color. Also right here, this was also the men's UCI World Championship color right here. This they made reflective, so that way if you go back and forth, it does kind of shimmer in a rainbow, but it's not the actual same exact rainbow on there. And then they gave the white bike, like I said, a very Cadillac-esque kind of tint to it with the with this pearl paint job on here, which is gorgeous. So yes, so those are just the little things they added to the bike. They have here up here his full name, Remco. They have also this kind of symbol right here, like I think is the Men's World CI Championship. They have the little rainbow holographic right there. They have the year 2022 in Roman numerals to justify his win, the year that he won. We have on here another Easter egg. The legends are built, not born, and the kind of like a silver reflective on there. We have the made in racing as well. This guy's a racer. Now, I know I should know this. I'm gonna get crucified probably for this, but can someone please let me know what this means in the comment section, the 0.500? I forget, and I should know it. I didn't look it up. But let me know what it is down in the comment section below, because I do not know off the top of my head. What do you guys think about the wheels as well? They do have the Revolt black decals on here. On his pro bike, he's riding the Revolt Rapide 2s with the white decal. We did the black decal because we thought it looked a little bit more stealth, and we didn't want to take away from the white paint job, because of the fact that it's not really the exact same white. But we do have these wheels in white as well if you guys did want to make that a call on your end if you guys want to buy this bike. We have the white decals on here, and I'm sure it'll look really, really nice. So I'm just gonna do a quick rundown of this bike. I'm sure you guys have seen me do countless videos of a Tarmac SL7 rundown of these bikes. There's nothing changed to this frame in terms of the quality. It's still 12R carbon. It's the exact same geometry that's always been for the past 3 or 4 years. And this bike, like I mentioned before, you hear Candle coming out, you hear all these new companies coming out with their new bikes, showing off the new bikes, saying that it's this much faster than a Tarmac SL7. This bike is still one of the top line bikes out on the market, and it's still dominating the field. I mean, obviously the riders dominate the field, but it's still the benchmark for these companies to kind of come out and say, hey, this bike is a little bit faster than this bike, because of the fact that Specialized is so innovative and they do lead the way in design. I feel like, I know you guys can say I'm biased because I work there, but I own an individual bike store. I don't actually work for a Specialized store, so this is just my personal preference. Their product they put out is amazing. The way to work on their bikes is absolutely amazing, and it's a very, very nice bike. So just a quick rundown of the bike. We put on here the Shimano Pro Vibe and the Superlight Edition, like I mentioned before, with the kind of silver that matches the chrome decals on the bike. It looks absolutely amazing. Here's a look at what it looks like on top of the cockpit. We do have some cables showing right here, but we can tuck these away if you wanted to as well. The bike does come included with this S-Works Tarmac SL7 stem. It is 100 millimeters because this bike is a 54. They would change if it was a 56 or a 58. If it's a 56, it's going to be 100 millimeters. If it's a 58, it's going to be 110. If it's a 52, it's going to be 90. 49, it's going to be 80s, and so on and so forth. So that is normal. For the bar tape on here, we did the Supercast bar tape with the reverse wrap to obviously make it look very clean. And then for the group set, we went with the group set he's riding in the Tour, the Shimano Dura-Ace 9250, 12 speed in the rear, 2 gears in the front. Absolutely beautiful. The bike does also come included with the integrated Garmin mount that goes in the front of the stem right here. So that can be put on later on. We just don't put on, obviously, for the videos. The wheels are the Revolve Rapide CLX2s. These are tubeless ready wheels. They do have the new ceramic bearings in there from the DT Swiss 180 hubs. So these are a DT Swiss or a Revolve Rapide hub, but with a DT Swiss internals with DT 180 internals that are ceramic bearings. We have on the brand new Specialized S-Works tires. As you guys saw, the weight of this bike was like 6.9, which is 6.9 kilos, which is super lightweight. We can even put these tires, we can even put on a lighter tire. We can put on a TPU tube. We can make this thing a little bit lighter as well, which I think would be really, really nice. The CLX2s are a tubeless ready wheel. These tires are a tubeless ready tire, and they are hooked, so you can still run whatever you want to run inside of here, which is very nice. Rotors, we have a Dura-Ace a Shimano Dura-Ace 160mm rotor. These are the new generation of the Dura-Ace rotors with the Shimano center lock hub. We have the brand new Shimano disc brake calipers on there. For the bottom bracket, we settle for nothing but the best ceramic speed bottom bracket. This is a BSA threaded bottom bracket, which is very, very nice. And then for the crank, we didn't put on the power meter on here. We do have the option to put the power meter on here, but we are noticing that more and more people are running a pedal power meter. So it's kind of redundant to build these bikes up with a power meter if you already have that option on there. It just adds more weight, but that's always an option. This is a 172.5 crank arm with a 5236 chainring. And then, yeah, the cassette in the back is a Dura-Ace 1130 cassette. And then for the rear wheel, it's a Revolve Rapide CLX2. The wheels are staggered, 51mm depth in the front, 60mm depth in the rear. These are a S-Works 700 by 28C tire. And then we have here the proprietary S-Works SL7 seat post, super lightweight, super fast, with the rubber grommet to cover up the seat binder right here. The saddle is an S-Works power saddle, carbon fiber rails, carbon fiber body, 143 saddle. But man, the bike is gorgeous. Hopefully don't fall. But yes, this is the 2023 limited edition Remco Ode to the Men's UCI World Championship bike. Absolutely beautiful. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. By the way, price for this bike does have a $500 increase because it's a limited edition paint job, about $6,000. Price on this thing, I think it's right around like $14,000, $15,000, maybe $14,500. But that's what we have in the computer as. Typical 2023 super ultralight race bike in today's modern times. Anyways, guys, that's going to do this video.